Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of Fool's Town here in City Skylines. Guys, last episode we've been working quite frantically, and what you can see right now is the kind of gridded section to that brand new kind of, I don't know what to call it. It's like an industry for offices and a little bit of commercial to try and build up as many jobs and trying to reduce the unemployment rate as much as possible. It's quite a long mouthful for an area, isn't it? It is kind of crazy. But today I want to try and focus on something that I haven't really placed in actually quite a long time. Dirty industry. Quite near to where I've been working on. I still want to try and reduce the unemployment rate, and I want to place near the racetrack that we got in, which I still haven't updated and added in the all the stuffs. Some dirty industry, and have a little export area ready there for us as well. I'm going to create like a small little train station of a bunch of different export kind of runs and whatnot. So it'll be quite fun to see how it turns out, and we can see what we can do. So we are back, guys. If you enjoy this series and want to see more, make sure you smash that like button down below. We've actually dipped below the 600,000 population mark, but hopefully at some point it will start growing again when people come back to life. Please, please. This is the train track where I want to run off and create a couple of cargo export stations, and it's the kind of area here as well where I want to add in some more, or at least add in a little bit more of dirty industry. Now I have zoned some more of these roads set up right now so we can continue the growth, which has been amazing. And we're going to have all the high density commercial running through the center, because that is literally where we have all the trams coming off. And it might seem quite overkill, but this is a huge office industry. This is so high tech. This is our very own version of Silicon Valley. And it's not in, it's, what is it? I mean, it's not a valley if the valley is in the air. This is more of a valley here, isn't it? So I don't know what, like, this is like a valley here. So I don't know what this would kind of be called. It's a weird one. If anyone's got any cool name suggestions, let me know in the comment section. But that should ridiculously reduce unemployment too. We're at unemployment 24%, so we'll see what that does over time. So we'll let that do its thing. I want to focus on this little train station we're going to get up and running. So if I go to the train stations then, which is here, I need the cargo terminal. And pretty much I want to get 2 of them in. Might even get them back to back. So if I actually just kind of pause it, and why don't we delete some of the train track, and we'll get an industry road. And let's start with one. Now this is going to be interesting. If I started one going along, let's say here, and how much did that stick out? So let's add this. Okay, let's add that just there. And if I bring this down to, let's say here and up, is that too much? No, it's not enough. There's me, is that too much? It's not enough! Right, let's try that again. So, if I come out by 10, do you know, okay, so if I come out by 20 and go straight up, is 20 the sweet spot there? Yes. Yes! Okay. Right, and I'm hoping then I can run a train track through the middle. Oh, guys, this is freaking glorious right now. So I do that and that's all connected. I do that and that's all connected. Oh, this is beautiful. Just so trains can run through the middle, which is absolutely glorious. There we go. Oh, this is absolutely glorious, man. Right, let's see where this in a straight line will bring us out. So that is almost semi-enough. Alright, forget that, what's going on right there. Nice little bend that comes in. Right, sweet. Let's give it a little cross it over. This is where we're going to pretty much have it. So, oh, this is going to be so freaking dope. Okay, so let me play around with some like kind of road patterns now then. So if I had, let's say we had this kind of continuing over, And then let's say this then at an angle. There we go, crosses over. But I don't want it to go like that. As cool as that would be. Well, that's kind of slightly wonky, isn't it? How about we create our own little angle? I mean, theoretically, we would want to create a slight bridge that goes over. Like that. There. We'll play around with the move it tool in just a second. To kind of get the, I can actually put it back into play mode now. Now we've got the train track up and running. So there we go. So that kind of slightly elevates over. And we can treat this road as a diagonal at this point. Where that goes kind of straight up as well. Now we can have a couple of roads coming off, but I won't do just yet. We've got to find a great way to connect these roads up. So this would almost go straight there, but I kind of don't want it to do that. It might be... it might be also... that's kind of weird. Now you look at that, the steep. Right, forget like that. So what if I... Now it is hard to do because of how we got this. Right, pause once more. I'm going to make this bridge a little bit longer. There we go. So we make it a little bit longer so I can have a road go underneath. That's literally all I'm doing it for. So I put the Annie key on so that literally cuts through it. Then we can create like a beautiful gridded road. So the grid is not going to comply to the actual road here itself. Because you can kind of think of like that would have been an afterthought. Like it once had this thriving industry area that just simply got cut off by this huge road that tore through it. And there's like little crazy dead end roads like that, which is really cool. I kind of like that effect. You can see like they was once connected in some way, but when the road came and tore through it, it all changed, guys. It literally all changed. So if I can come off by one, bring it up to there. Same with the racetrack. The racetrack got intertwined in the whole fiasco. We can have that go under as well. Now do one more. Just kind of stop in there. Do one more, it goes up there. This is actually pretty dope, isn't it? And these were connected. We can have these connected with a nice little bridge that goes over, which is pretty sweet. Oh, this is... you know what? I'm actually really liking this kind of design idea. So run that up to there. Straight across. We'll have this road connected. Just simply like that. We do have a road connection here. If I delete back by one. And bring that in. Bring that in. So it all just kind of bends round, which is nice. And just flows into that region, which is cool. Am I in pause now? Yeah, back into play. So then I can create like a load of little, a few little dead end spots. There, just to kind of close this whole area off. like that. We'll bring this one down just there. So trying to close this whole area off now. And this is the remains of a really old industrial area that once was. That's how cool this is. Now, technically it's only connected by these roads up here. So I think it would be nice to have some form of connection to this as well. And I think that could take place. I mean, we could take it place on this road just there. And then... maybe only that road? Or I'll bring that out and connect that down as well. I feel that's the way to go forward with this. It is pretty cool. It's got a good solid connection there. Goes down. I just want to use the move it tool right now to change some of that. You know, it actually looks okay. Move that slightly. Move that over slightly. And I think those heights are okay. No, it's this. This is the one that was like kind of slightly ridiculous. Right, it's a bit too low. Alright, sweet, mate. Sweet. Okay, right, let's get off this road business. We've got a lot of buildings being moved in right now, which is really cool. This is probably going to be a very high traffic area too. I mean, we got a solid connection that goes straight out to the highway. Solid connection that goes straight down there to the highway. And, you know, you can go straight up here. Or take one of these roads, especially this one that cuts through straight to the highway. So we have got some decent connections and not that much traffic around here. So let's add in some of that dirty industry that we've been talking about then. So boom, boom, boom. This area is going to be so polluted. But it should be so good. So I don't mind that there probably will be traffic here. Because this area was like, it was once a fully fledged operating industrial area. And it grew too quick for the city. So they never really got time to place down any infrastructure. And eventually, as time got on, and the place got, you know, delected. Is that the right word to say? Derelict. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It basically never got looked after, and then the government kind of stepped in, flattened a bunch of factories to build this bypass road that goes completely through, and just ruined everything around it. That's the kind of thing we can take away from this. So that'll be very interesting to see how that kind of flies and how it turns out. We know we're going to get a lot of traffic in here, but we have 2 export areas just there ready to rock and roll. So we see how that goes. Right, people are starting to work at these places. We get a few workers here and there. So unemployment, what are you down to? 24%. So we should get over the 300,000 jobs available in the city. So as time goes on, it slowly improves. We're at 298, 910. See, it's going up right now. Look, 299,338. I just want to see that number break 300,000, and then I'm happy. We'll see how things go. Right, stuff is starting to, you know, build here too. We're getting so close to it. Look at it now. 299,763. Come on, boys. There we go. 300,000 jobs available in the city. It's glorious, and that is still going to climb. I'm quite excited about that. So we'll also add in as well some office jobs here. So it's where the old age meets the new age. Let me just quickly paint that in. It'll be slightly quicker than anything else. There we go. So where old age meets new age, and this is where the transformation began and comes into play. Okay, it's pretty cool. So it'll be interesting to see then. So when a train does come, we've got ways to bypass the station where it just completely cuts through it, which is going to be pretty dope. And then all the exports and imports can come from there. It's going to be sweet. How is the racing cars doing? Off they go. Come around the racing track right now. Look at that, 100 miles an hour. When's the next one coming, guys? When's the next racing car coming? Here we go. Meow. Meow. Here goes another one, guys. Meow. I love that, man. It's so cool. Right. A train must have come because there's now vehicles coming off. Which is pretty good. Vehicles coming to import to export as well. Is this a passenger train? Yeah, there's a passenger train right there. Is that a cargo train coming? Yeah, there's 2 cargo trains approaching. I wonder if any of them will hit up these stations. That'd be quite interesting to see if any of them do. So here comes the first one. The first one, no. Doesn't go anywhere. But will the second one hit these stations up? No, none of them. Okay, that's fair. That's fine. I don't mind. So it's all being used in right now. This is cool. So nobody on these yet. We have to give them time to be able to transfer and get over to this area. But it should, look at that. Look at the amount of people. Because they just come off the subway. So many people use that subway as well. It's kind of glorious. And they will walk into the trams. Get on that and off they go. When's the next tram coming in? Here it comes. So they're going further down the road, which is pretty sweet. So here comes the next one. There's only got 4 people on board. And now it has the full 90. And that's going to move those guys further down. Dropping them off every so often. It's 54 on that one. So that kind of disperses them and makes them move a little bit further. This area is coming together quite nicely. We keep fluctuating between making money and losing money. So it's all about trying to find that nice little balance. Now down to, oh, we've added another 6,000. So now down to 23% unemployed. As our jobs, oh, here comes a train. Cargo train incoming. That should now drop off a bunch of vehicles and stuff. And they're starting to come out right now. Pretty damn sweet, if you ask me. I like it. It's a pretty cool little thing to add in, isn't it? It's like, oh, like I said, it's like old world meets new world. I like it, man. There's so much stuff going on. Now, would we ever add in a public transport network down here? I mean, I could add like a nice little bus route down. So why don't we do that then? So there is a subway stop just here. Now, if I chose a bus route to come down and first stop there. Oh, if we can get it right, then stop there. And then maybe go back up. It's only a small free stopper. Well, it gets them down into the heart of this area, right? I'm not actually sure where the bus is going to come from. Where's the bus stop? The bus stop is just here. She's waiting for a taxi. But yeah, let's see. I'm interested to see how that would go. Yeah, I really am. Hopefully they use that, because that'd be a pretty cool idea. Where the bus is coming from? Ah, they're coming from over here. They're coming from the racetrack, which is cool. Right, we'll see how that goes. Oh, the population is starting to grow back a little bit right now. So I feel like we've gone through that slight little death wave that we had. Still don't really see anybody up here. Oh, there's someone walking their dog. It's a very long way to walk your dog. Holy moly, that's a long way to walk your dog. Really is, isn't it? But hey ho, if that's what they want to do. So, jobs now up to, wow, 311,000. We not long just crossed at 300,000. Look at the burst to deaths. Man, that's crazy. Right, I'm thinking about as well the monuments. We do have the Hadron Collider, which after there's science and research stuff like that. I'm thinking I place this down. Now the reason for it is it provides all the education And I feel like we need to kind of work on that. Like, we had it in before in the past, and I wanted to use the kind of campus DLC. But now it's to the point where it's just one of those things. You just want to get it in, get everyone educated, because it really does then start to slow down the education experience and process. At least everybody can be highly educated and everyone's then eligible for a job. Or does everyone can be educated? That's just another thing. That is literally just another thing then. So let's have a look one more time then. So unemployment's now down to 22%. We've dropped it by 2% this episode. And added in we've added in like 15,000 more jobs this episode so far, and that's still increasing as more and more of these buildings start to be built. More vehicles are now arriving in this area, and we see more, continually arrive over time, which is going to be pretty sweet. It's looking really, really good. So guys, I think next episode then, let me just kind of check my statistics right now. Buildings, active vehicles, they've always been getting close. We're now getting even closer to the buildings. But I feel like next episode, I need to get a zoo in. Like, we got in our brand new kind of, what do you call it? Is it nature reserve? That's what it is, isn't it? Our very own theme park, which, do you know what, I'll be honest with you, doesn't seem to be doing that well. It doesn't get many visitors. And you would think it would, considering how many people would be around here. Damn, son. But I do need to get another zoo in. And I think about getting the zoo over here. I think it's a nice little spot to kind of place it in. But we shall see. We shall see. How is our beautiful interchange? Is it called like an intersection? I think so. I always forget what it's called. But I like this area. There's going to be so much pollution. No, traffic, sorry. So, not enough workers, apparently. Apparently, there's not enough workers. Which is understandable. It is understandable, but hopefully they can find those jobs. Now, what if I drop down like little bits of residential here, there, and everywhere? But then again, look at that. The population growth is through the roof at the moment. It's doing pretty good, man. I can't be down about that at all. Alright, load of green up there in. Get some down here too. Get a lot of people moving in. Try and get our population back up to 600,000. That's kind of what we need to do right now, isn't it? I feel like it is. I literally feel like that's what we've got to do at the moment. But it's going well. It's definitely going well, guys. I think we're going to end it for here anyway, guys. We've kind of created this really cool little industrial area. I feel like I should sprawl it out a little bit more. What do you think about that? Let me know in the comment section down below. But until next time, guys, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye!